jam or something. That would be awesome, right? So I'll teach you that line here on YouTube, in-screen tabs, downloadable tabs, Guitar Pro 7 files, and backing track on Patreon. And also, guys, lots of arpeggios going on, so you can grab my arpeggio guide in the description below. 20 shapes, 10 pages, you get every possible arpeggio shape in every possible chord family, nicely organized, even indicating which one, like my idol Greg Howe, typically uses. That's all in the description below, as well as a Patreon membership. You can check that out all below. Now let's start teaching. So first of all, guys, this is a Greg Howe line. I've taken it from his Instagram page, where he regularly shows up and does awesome improvisations. So I don't take credit for this line, right? I'm just teaching it. I'm just that guy that have been supporting and studying his work for about 10 years. I was his private student for many years. So yeah, when I finally decided to start teaching myself here on the internet, well, it's no surprise, I kind of sound like Greg, and I'm basing my teachings kind of on fusion style that is inspired by him. So, but of course, guys, go to greghowe.com, pay the man tribute. He's just a living fusion guitar legend. All right, guys. Anyway, this is a C Dorian backing track. He was playing over a C Dorian backing track. He was playing exactly over this thing. It's just a C static minor Dorian kind of backing track, right? The first thing you should know about Dorian backing tracks or Mixolydian backing tracks, you should always, when designing lines, kind of refer to both, right? If this is a C Dorian backing track, I will of course play kind of C Dorian lines, right? Greg will do, and another fusion players too, of course. But we'll also make sure we're thinking about the related dominant or Mixolydian, which is an F7. So some of the lines, or part of this line, will be referring or kind of working towards the qualities of an F7 dominant chord. Keep that in mind, but enjoy now this little breakdown I'm doing. I'm breaking down that entire monster line for you, showing you how I think, probably Greg is thinking about this line and thinking through this line, and then we'll see each other soon. Alright guys, here's part number 1. Based around an F7, not necessarily a C minor 7, but I'm seeing it more as an F7 line. Right, so I'm starting from a 3rd degree, where all best arpeggios are, right? This is the golden tip I'm giving you. Start your arpeggios on 3rd degree of any scale, you get the best sound, right? Typically get a 9 sound. So, it's a dominant F7 arpeggio, basically an F9 sound, right guys? That's the first part. So here's the second part, guys. We now move to this is also should be seen as more an F7 quality than a C minor 7 quality, and it's based around that concept, where you should be able to see in any dominant chord, you should be able to see these Ingui Malmsteen diminished 7 arps. Right? So when you play this F7 dominant, you should be able to over that F7. Gives you a little bit of an outside quality. I just love it, and that's the concept used here. Right, so that's that, right? And it's cool. Don't think too much and overthink. This one is just a very nice bebop line. Again, very much based around the F7. Let's move to part number 3. Part number 3. This is really, now I'm seeing the C minor 7, right? Right, because basically I'm seeing, starting with this, that I'm seeing now more as a C minor 6. Little sliding passing tone to the 5th of C minor 7. Really nice chromatic thing. Again, kind of bebop-ishing thing. So based around the C minor 6 sound, that passing tone, and then real cool chromatic idea, C minor 7 based. Part number 4, go yes. Kind of mixed, right? We start with kind of C minor, then of course again very much F7 based. Let's even an F triad in the bottom here, and a very nice chromatic enclosure here to get to that F7 sound. It works over C minor 7. All right, part number 5. Part number 5 is this. This one is also based kind of mixed, so again, very cool idea over that C minor 7, basically more hinting the F7 sound, and then of course very much C minor based. Can be seen as an F7 idea at the end. Anyway, alright, moving on to the next part. Next part, guys. Starting off with, again, a C minor 6 sound. Right? And then, really classic for Greg's playing and guessing, a lot of our fusion players are well, getting into that minor 7 flat 5. That's A minor 7 flat 5 sound, but it's also the same arpeggio for the, here's the F7 again, starting from the 3rd degree. You get also an A minor 7 flat 5, and you get an F9 sound. That's how Greg finishes that line. So we got alright guys, you're still hanging on, so for the next part, very much a 7 based. Something Greg has been doing the last years, trying to get also a little bit 4th sounds or intervals. Alright, and then the last part, guys, sliding into that major 3rd of the F7, getting again ready in that position for that A minor 7 flat 5 sound again. Anyway, so beautiful A minor 7 flat 5 is the arpeggio on the 6th degree of C Dorian, or on the 3rd degree of an F mixed lead. Alright guys, there you have it. Those are the parts, those 8 parts of which that monster line is designed, so constantly referring to Dorian, C Dorian, or to F mixed Lydian, highlighting most important notes, and of course with those incredible cool moves that are so patented, I would say, for Greg's incredible playing style. Right, my friends, as said, you can get the tabs, Guitar Pro 7 files, backing tracks all on Patreon. Big shout out to my patrons, people supporting me right now on Patreon. Also, guys, struggling with arpeggios, you don't need to, you can just grab my arpeggio guide description below if you don't want to miss any of the lessons here. I'll try to be here once a month, maybe once or 2 months. On Patreon, of course, I'm every single week teaching, right? So, but then subscribe, you won't miss any lessons here. And then finally, here is a video which I did, just 3 juicy arpeggios. So now you mastered this line, you can go on and master these 3 other cool arpeggios. I'll see you for the next lesson, guys. Thank you for watching and supporting.